Hello, Liverpool fans. Welcome to Liverpool Breaking. Make subscribe and let's talk about our loved club. For several months, whispers around Anfield corridors and the Liverpool recruitment department have grown louder. At the heart of the conversation is not only the stability of the current squad, but also the club's vision of what the next great Liverpool defense should look like. The news emerging from Merseyside this week suggests that Crystal Palace and England defender Marc Guehi has become a prime transfer target for the Reds, with a deal strongly anticipated for the upcoming January transfer window. The catalyst for this development is said to be the situation surrounding Ibrahima Konate, the French international who joined Liverpool from RB Leipzig in 2021. While Konate has been a key figure when fit, his future at the club has suddenly been cast into uncertainty after reports claim he has refused to sign a new contract extension. This has created a ripple effect within the club's planning, forcing the sporting director Richard Hughes and manager Arne Slot to look at alternatives who can step in not only as a replacement, but also as a pillar of the next defensive generation. The Konate conundrum. When Liverpool signed Konate, the deal was viewed as one of the smartest pieces of business under the Michael Edwards recruitment era. Strong, athletic, composed, and blessed with recovery pace, Konate was expected to partner Virgil van Dijk for the long term. And indeed, when on the pitch, Konate has rarely disappointed. His Champions League performances in particular have showcased his world-class potential. Yet injuries have consistently disrupted his rhythm. Over 3 seasons, he has rarely strung together a full campaign without setbacks. Now, as the club attempts to tie him down to a longer deal, insiders claim Konate has stalled. Some sources suggest he is considering options abroad, with Real Madrid and PSG monitoring him closely. Others believe his hesitation is rooted in uncertainty about Liverpool's direction post-Klopp era, and whether Arne Slot's project aligns with his ambitions. Liverpool, famous for their no-nonsense approach to contracts, are not keen to be held hostage by any player. If Konate does not commit, the club appear ready to pivot swiftly, ensuring continuity in defense without dragging the saga into a prolonged soap opera. That is where Marc Guehi enters the stage. Why Marc Guehi? Marc Guehi's rise over the last 3 years has been nothing short of impressive. Leaving Chelsea in 2021 for regular football at Crystal Palace, the centre-back has blossomed into one of the most reliable defenders in the Premier League. His reading of the game, positional discipline, and calmness under pressure have made him a standout performer for the Eagles. But it is not just his performances in club football that have attracted Liverpool's gaze. Guehi has gradually cemented his place in Gareth Southgate's England setup. At Euro 2024, he played with maturity and composure, handling the pressure of tournament football with ease. At just 24, he has the perfect blend of youth and experience to fit Liverpool's transitional phase. Arne Slot is said to be a strong admirer of Guehi. Unlike Konate, who thrives on physical dominance and recovery runs, Guehi's strengths lie in his anticipation, ball-playing ability, and leadership qualities. Slot, known for building teams that control possession and press intelligently, views Guehi as a natural fit to evolve the defense alongside Van Dijk and eventually take the mantle when the Dutchman moves on. The negotiation landscape reports indicate Liverpool are preparing an offer in the region of £55 to £60 million to prize Guehi away from Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace, fully aware of Guehi's value and importance, will demand top dollar, particularly since the defender's contract still runs until 2026. However, Palace's financial reality, combined with Guehi's growing ambitions to play Champions League football, means a January transfer is highly feasible. Liverpool's strategy is expected to be aggressive yet calculated. The club will not hesitate to match Guehi's valuation, understanding that acquiring an England international in his prime years is both a sporting and commercial win. Moreover, the Reds' recent history of successfully integrating Palace players, most notably Mamadou Sakho, though that story ended differently, shows a precedent for such moves. Inside Anfield's thinking. Those close to the recruitment team describe this move as more than just a contingency plan for Konate. It is part of a broader strategy to refresh and modernize Liverpool's backline. Virgil van Dijk, though still commanding, is in his 30s. Joel Matip departed last summer. Joe Gomez has been excellent in his utility role but continues to battle inconsistency when deployed centrally. Liverpool needs someone to be a long-term anchor, and Guéhi fits the mold. His injury record is clean compared to Konaté's, and his leadership qualities have already been evident at Palace. Slot wants defenders who are not only physically robust, but also comfortable stepping into midfield, recycling possession, and orchestrating the build-up play. Sources claim that in several tactical sessions, Guéhi's name was used as an ideal profile when discussing what Liverpool want in a modern centre-back. That speaks volumes about the seriousness of their interest. The dressing room reaction. Within Liverpool's camp, the news of Guéhi's potential arrival has reportedly been met with curiosity and optimism. Van Dijk, who takes pride in mentoring younger defenders, is said to welcome the idea of guiding another English prospect. Players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, who knows Guéhi from the England setup, are also keen on the move. On the other hand, Konaté's contract standoff has created mixed feelings. While teammates respect his ambition, there is a growing sense that Liverpool will not chase after players unwilling to commit. Arne Slot has been clear in his early press conferences. We want players who are 100% committed to the project. This principle aligns with how Liverpool handled the Jorginho Wijnaldum and Sadio Mane situations in the past. No player is bigger than the club. Tactical implications. Should the deal materialize, Liverpool's backline could undergo a significant reshaping in 2025. A potential partnership of Guéhi and Van Dijk, with Gomez as cover and young Jarell Quansah developing, provides balance and depth. Slot could even experiment with a back three, using Guéhi's composure, Van Dijk's leadership, and Gomez's versatility to create a stable yet fluid defensive structure. Guéhi's ability to progress the ball is another asset. His passing accuracy at Palace consistently ranks among the highest for centre-backs in the league. Slot's possession-based system would thrive with a player who can bypass the first press and initiate attacks. Furthermore, Guéhi's calmness under pressure reduces the risk of costly errors, a factor Liverpool fans will appreciate after seasons of nervy defending when under sustained pressure. The bigger picture. Beyond the immediate tactical benefits, signing Guéhi would send a powerful message. Liverpool are not waiting for problems to arise before finding solutions. Instead, they are proactively securing the next generation of leaders. This proactive approach is reminiscent of how the club signed Alisson and Fabinho in 2018. Key signings that elevated the squad to title-winning heights. There is also the marketing angle. Having another England international at the heart of Liverpool's defense enhances the club's profile domestically and strengthens their homegrown quota for UEFA competitions. Guéhi, articulate and professional, would be a natural ambassador for the club's values on and off the pitch. Crystal Palace's position. From Palace's perspective, losing Guéhi in January would be a bitter pill to swallow. He is their defensive leader, and without him, Roy Hodgson's men would face a difficult task in maintaining Premier League stability. However, Palace have been here before with Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Wilfried Zaha. When a top club comes knocking with the right money, resistance becomes difficult. Palace may push for a summer deal instead of a January departure, hoping to hold on for the remainder of the season. Yet Liverpool's urgency, combined with Konaté's uncertain future, means the Reds are unlikely to wait. Negotiations could get tense, but the balance of power tilts towards the player's ambition. Fans' perspective. Among Liverpool fans, the reaction to Guéhi's links has been largely positive. Many see him as a natural successor to Van Dijk and a safer long-term bet than Konate, whose injury issues remain frustrating. Supporters on social media have praised Guéhi's calmness, leadership, and consistency, often describing him as Premier League proven and built for a top-6 club. Some, however, remain cautious about the reported fee. At £55 to £60 million, expectations will be sky-high. Yet most agree that Liverpool cannot afford to cut corners when it comes to defensive reinforcements. The pain of missing out on a title due to defensive lapses in past seasons lingers in fans' memories. Conclusion: a saga to define Liverpool's future. The Marc Guehi saga is more than a transfer story. It is a statement about Liverpool's future identity. With Konaté's contract standoff looming large, the Reds cannot risk being caught unprepared. By moving decisively for Guéhi, they are demonstrating the ruthless efficiency that once made them the envy of Europe's elite. If the deal goes through, January 2025 could mark the start of a new defensive era at Anfield. For Guéhi, it would be the culmination of years of hard work, stepping onto the grandest stage to prove himself among the world's best.